Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price, wrapping up and putting a bow tie on the press conference this afternoon. Donde Plowman announcing serious action. 9 people now without a job. The main 3 being Shelton Felton, Brian Niedermeyer, and of course the headliner Jeremy Pruitt. All 3 fired for cause.
Yeah, much what we thought today is what Donde Plowman confirmed and said. Obviously, as you had before the press conference started, Shelton Felton and the recruiting office names in there as well. I thought it was interesting from the press conference. She confirmed they had a credible source that tipped her off of illegal wrongdoings in recruiting that she passed along to General Counsel, and that's how this thing came about. And
November 13th.
And that happened on November 13th. And the investigation not complete at this point, she said, but obviously far enough along that they felt like it was time to make the move that they made today, with Jeremy Pruitt being out of a job, and of course Philip Fulmer announcing his retirement as well. You know, she made it very clear, not only was it a serious allegation, it was a set of serious allegations, and we continue to hear level 2, level 1 allegations of infractions, and we're hearing dozens is the number that you're hearing, and she confirmed an extremely large number, a shocking large number when they learned of those numbers. Ironically, on Friday, while Jeremy Pruitt, Derek Ansley, Kevin Steele, and Kevin Simon were in California to try to recruit Henry T to come back to campus.
An interesting kind of thought process that is that with the NCAA now involved, and now that they've opened their inquiry, how do they handle Tennessee, since Tennessee kind of started this and took care of business with pretty swift action, even though it was a 2.5-month investigation. Once they got their findings, it was level the hammer.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what Tennessee's hope is. And again, when you bring in Michael Glazier's group, their job and their task is to protect the university. That's what they're hired to do. They're hired by universities to protect the university first and foremost. In some cases, they obviously protect the coach, but in this case, it was protect the university for first and foremost. And the issue was with the head coach and his failure to comply, his failure to monitor, his failure to inform, all those things detailed out in his termination letter, that he didn't manage the program. He didn't lead the program the way that it was supposed to. So certainly Tennessee is hoping that their actions will give them some favor with the NCAA, but there's without a doubt some sanctions going to be coming down from the NCAA.
Different feel for Coach Fulmer, who kind of took a swan song and then receives a lot of praise from Donde Plowman as he rides off into the sunset, as she called, volunteering retirement to allow the new head coach to mesh with a new athletic director.
Yeah, and I don't think Philip Fulmer wanted to go back through this. I really don't. I think he's 70. I think this job is, I think the last year, from the pandemic to everything going on with the football program now, I just don't think he had it in him to go out and go recruit another football coach. He knew he wasn't going to be here long term, and just didn't feel like that was the right answer for him. Ironically, he pushed hard to get Kevin Steele here and to try to get that hire to take place, and got it done. Now he will lead this football program. But I think Coach Fulmer wanted to certainly go out. And again, if you base the timing of the letter of hiring a search firm on Saturday the 16th, Coach Fulmer had indicated to Donde Plowman, maybe he did on Friday, but if they did, they got a search firm hired in a hurry. But it sounds like there was some indication to Chancellor Plowman that Coach Fulmer was looking to move and to be away from being the athletics director sooner than maybe this past weekend, as was indicated.
So where do we go from here? Obviously, she made it clear that they're going to hire the AD first. What kind of timeline does that set? Because the last AD search took a while. Well, I don't think they can take a while here.
No, this one can't take a while, Austin. You got to be done in a hurry. Is it feasible or possible to be done at the end of the month? I don't know. That may be a little bit of a wish list, but they're paying the Parker firm $120,000 to do this. I think they're expediting it, trying to get it done as fast as they can. My guess is that Donde Plowman has a list of names right now that she can start to work through, along with Randy Boyd, who would be involved in that. Also, the director, the Board of Trustees director, John Compton, as well. So I think moving fast, as you can move. Obviously, John Gilbert's name is going to be very prevalent, mentioned a lot. Doesn't mean it's a slam dunk, doesn't mean it's him, but certainly he's going to be on that list. I would think Mark Ingram from UAB would be on that list as well, as another former Vol.
So there we have it. Tennessee looking for a new athletic director. They're looking for a new head coach. We'll have complete coverage on volquest.com throughout the night.